Well, he said he was going to meet us out here. I don't know where he could be. Where have you gone, Captain Q? Our nation turns its lonely eyes to you. We got to find you around here somewhere. Maybe he's not out here yet. Captain?
Oh.
There it is.
Huh? Ah, yeah.
Hey, good to see you.
You brought the dog.
Oh my God.
Hey, Sea Dog.
Seen a yacht like
All right,
this
we'll
in
come
a
down.
dream.
Get him, Sea Dog. Get him.
Sailing the seas in boats so grand, it seems, but we're just humble sailors. Salt upon
Welcome back,
our
Boat Fools Nation. It's a big day today. I'm here with Canadian Ken, and what's even cooler than that, Captain Q. As promised, we're down in Harpswell, Maine today. Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ken and Trish, I'm so happy to be here today. I'm really awed by you two guys and the work you've been doing out there. It sort of feels like old times for me every time I turn on the YouTube channel. And now we're actually on a boat that you've discovered, and this is a prize. It's a great way to come visit and see this unbelievable Gozzard 36 that we're now sitting on.
It's like the coolest boat you've never heard of, really. And welcome aboard. You're the OG. We are so psyched to have you
inspired
aboard.
us to do all this. So
Well, no. You guys are too kind, and I love being here. Actually, funny, this boat, you talk about the one boat you never heard of. My biggest problem with initially was I had to find out how to pronounce the name.
That's right.
With two Z's, was it a Gozzard or a Gozzard?
Gozzard, yeah.
So I made a simple decision to contact the factory. When they answered the phone, they said Gozzard. And I said, that's how you do it.
And then you hung up.
So I hung up.
You got what you needed to know.
I got it. That's all I needed. So
yeah.
It is a Gozzard 36.
Gozzard 36. The company that makes these is still in business up in Ontario.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
solidly built.
It's on Lake Huron, so I know exactly where it is up there.
Yep. So this is an exciting boat, and you're not going to believe your eyes. So let's go take a look.
Okay, sounds good.
Let's
All right.
do it.
All right, so we're going to start here in the cockpit on this boat, and that's one of the biggest selling points of this boat is that this cockpit is huge. In fact, it's so wide, they have this center console here to put your feet on, and it serves as a table as well. You got some drop leaves that come up. It's really great. This is the only teak on board right here, and it's a nice shape. Feels nice on the feet when you're barefoot, but nobody wants to see these dogs, so they're in my shoes, so that's a win.
Trish, I got to tell you, when I stopped out earlier, I chatted with the owner, and he said, the first words out of his mouth were, "This is a party boat." I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "We've had 11 people in this cockpit." 11. I said, "Is that all?" He said, "That's it." So
I believe it. I mean, look at all this space. And look how comfortable you are
I
right
couldn't
there.
be more comfortable. And you see, we've got a fold-out dining table out here, too, for al fresco. Is that what we like to do?
Yes.
And both sides. So
Perfect.
you easily have a bar set up. It's a great spot.
Absolutely great spot. So you got a nice little nav pod here, a Garmin GPS chart plotter that you can see. Ken, if you come around. Bunch of instruments, all serviceable. Auto helm, everything you could possibly want. Look at this beautiful wooden wheel too. It's absolutely gorgeous. And now this is a nice feature. Now we mentioned this is a 1996, right? So you've got a nice step down to your dinghy, and we're not going to fold that up right now because we're going to show you this instead, how this comes down, folds back, and you've got your seat right here, your helm station. You've got nice visibility. This is sweet. A nice bimini here, and look how rugged this is. Really, really nice. And you've got, like we saw on that Pearson, we've got davits.
Right. That
Really
was part
great.
of part of Gozzard's design for the transom of the boat was to have it wide enough so that they could sling davits out there and have an inflatable of some sort come up on the boat.
Perfect.
And if you have too narrow stern like the old timers, which are pretty, but you cannot hang davits off a 12-meter boat.
A teardrop shaped boat is not going to work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. So going forward a little bit, just look at this nice rigid Dodge here. It's reminiscent of a Hallberg Rassi, right? With this nice windscreen here. It's beautiful. All the isinglass looks good on this Dodger. Really, really sweet area. And I bet this has a fly that I bet it does that connects these two. You've got zippers, so you can close this whole
that'll
thing
do
in.
that for sure. And this was all replaced when they did a lot of that major work back in 2014.
Yeah, so that's a really good point, Captain Q. So back in 2014, this boat went back to Gozzard for a complete refit. She was a Hurricane Sandy boat. She was not totaled. The insurance paid for everything. She was shipped right back to Canada and had a complete refit. New spar, I believe. Everything was done on this boat. So it's basically a 2014.
They even reset the lead ballast on the boat, which is external.
Right.
And obviously bouncing on the rocks and so forth, it would have, moved it a little bit. So they dropped it, rebedded the whole thing, put it back up, and Mike Gozzard, who's still running the operation there, said it's basically a new boat as of 2014.
Yeah.
And
So
the engine as well.
The engine was repowered in 2005, so we'll get to that when we go below. But I love this cockpit. Combings seem nice enough, high enough, and this is certainly a great place to have your sundowner, wouldn't you say?
it's also a safety factor. It's a very nice, safe cockpit. And the nice thing about this Barney post arrangement here is that if you're moving around, one thing in a lot of boats these days, especially the really new ones, they've got sharp edges everywhere, and it's very easy for you to see yourself flying across the cockpit. Here, you can walk your way back aft to the wheel to get back into position, and if the boat's heeling over, you're going to be trapped in this section here, so you won't get
Tossed.
bonked or thrown over the side.
Right.
And once you get back here, as Trish was just saying, behind the wheel, you've got great visibility when you're powering along. You get up on this high helmsman seat, but you can come down to leeward here, and you've got a nice curve back here right beside the after cleat and fairlead, so that you can sit here and watch your jib or your staysail charging along with the main up. So it really works well from that standpoint, I believe.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it has that nice split backstay, so if you're sitting center station on the helm, you don't have that right in your back. Which can sometimes happen. So it's really a nice setup. And look at the size of this companionway access. It's really great. But you got a couple speakers up here. So as the owner said, a party boat. So I bet that's where you have the yacht rock blasting from. Now this used to be where the main sheet was led on these boats. But this owner reconfigured it so it's...
This line here would have, this is the end of the main sheet right up here. I don't know if you can stick your camera up there. You see that it has its own block right there.
Yep.
Okay. That is what used to be
right here.
Down here.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you. Right here on this spot.
Yes.
And so this would come up and go through the line. Excuse me.
Oh, I see.
No, I'm sorry. I take that back. It was probably 4 parts going up and down here and then coming to this winch. But the owner said the problem with that was that when the boom was way out to one side, you had all that line out there.
Yes.
And if you jibed, all that line would come through and would catch on the binnacle.
Or an unsuspecting passenger.
Well,
Yeah.
But he knew for sure that it would do that because he ripped out one on his previous boat.
That's an issue on our Morgan too, because our Traveler is right in front of the helm station, and we have 100 feet of main sheet. And when that booms all the way out, if you ever did a flying jibe, it's going to take your head, it's going to take the binnacle, it's going to take everything.
Good reason to have preventers rigged all the time on your main boom.
Absolutely, absolutely.
One other aspect of that too, just as again coming out here, I said, "How long have you had the boat?" He said, "About 4 years." He said, "But I had another one." Do you know about the other one?
I do not.
He had another one before this that burned up.
Oh, that's right. That's why this one's called Phoenix. Lazy Jacks with the image of the Phoenix on the bow,
we got
which we'll
Phoenix
show you
on the
later.
side, right, exactly.
Yeah. Rising
So,
from the ashes.
I think that's a pretty good indication of how much men not only likes the boat, but how good the boat is to start with. This is not like replacing your dire dinghy you lost at all night, right?
No. And
So.
I think when I've read some of the owners' forums on these boats, it's like once you've had a Gozzard, you never go back. I mean, it's they're such impressive boats that once you've tried one and sailed one, you realize why people love them so much. So, all right, Captain, why don't you take us up to the bow?
I'd be glad to. Ken, come on up and take a look at these waterways up here. All these stanchions and lifelines were also replaced, and all the stanchion bases have stainless metal backup brackets. You're not going to move this out. You're going to catch on it. You're not going to move on it. Up here, these are a little lower than I might normally like, but nonetheless, they've all been replaced. Here's your Merriman 44's self-tailing stainless winch right there, and right underneath it is the hookup for your shore power, which is nice out of the way because a lot of times you get a lot of extra cord lying around.
Right,
you could coil this up in this little spot right here.
Perfect.
There is a small step with a warning pad for you.
Captain, you were just holding on to what we like to refer to as the oh shit handles on this Dodger, which are really nice.
Yeah. The more handles you can have on a boat, the better.
Exactly.
The older you are, you can double the amount you have.
Absolutely. Yep.
So
There's a nice little drain down there.
the drains are, these deck drains are nice. A lot of boats, like you just did a CNC recently,
Correct.
as I recall, and you mentioned that there were little stains running down the sides of the boat. That's because with all that perforated rail, water gets on there, and each little hole is a drain spot. Here, you're going to capture any kind of water with the bad atmosphere in it, dust, soot, coal, whatever, will hit the deck, and it'll come down, and it'll go down that drain, and the drain will empty out below, at or below the water line. This keeps your decks nice and clean. More importantly, it keeps your top sides clean, because once the top sides get stained, then it's just that sooner you're going to have to repaint. One thing I know you both guys like is this dolphin.
It's a nice touch.
It's a beauty. It fits that corner. I wondered if there was some reason for it, like a fair lead or something. I guess it's just a trademark.
Yeah.
But
Decorative.
it'd make nice earrings for somebody. Okay. Moving forward, we do get into a double lifeline scenario here with an opening gate on this side and one on the other side. Anyway, one other nice little touch here is this plaque, and it's a little bronze plaque, it looks like, that has HT Gozzard 36 on it. Do you know what the HT stands for?
Headley?
Yes.
Oh.
Headley, Ted is the T?
Headley Ted Gozzard.
Gozzard.
That's his name.
And
And
that
he-
was the original owner.
He was the original owner and
He's the
founder of
father.
Gozzard.
He's the father of Mike and so forth.
Yeah, and he passed away in 2014. And
Exactly.
interestingly enough, he founded Bayfield Yachts as well, and hopefully we'll see one of those one of these days.
Yeah.
So he was responsible for about 1,500 Bayfield boats that are out there selling. around.
Right, exactly. I know you guys like these handrails, these stainless handrails. You don't have to varnish them, scrape them, paint them, do anything. Just wipe them down so that they shine. But the nice thing about these is that you can really strap gear to it. A lot of these boats are going to not just sit in this harbor, they're going to take off and go places, I think, wouldn't you?
On this boat, 100%.
So your extra water tanks, your extra clothing, whatever you want to strap up here in watertight cases, these are built in for it. It doesn't enhance the beauty of the boat, but it does. The practicality is all there.
And you got a nice big stack pack here too for your main, which is great. That's a nice convenience.
These are around the boat. This whole casting is I've never seen a casting like this. I've seen this in two pieces, but to have this fair lead and this heavy duty cleat is great for running your breast lines forward and aft. You got to bring them back into the boat, and you can do that right here. Very strong rigging setup with chain plates all outboard.
That's very nice.
You can see if there's anything going on with them. Obviously, there'll be nuts on the inside, aside from the two guys here. And then coming further forward, you're going right by a Dorade box here with a wind scoop on it. Do you know why that's called a Dorade box? Sparkman Stevens designed a record-breaking 52-foot yawl called Dorade. And these were an innovation he put on that boat so that they could sail down into hot climates and get air down. And they had nothing like that before. They just open hatches. So that's what these are about. And these wind scoops can be turned around to both capture wind or to suck wind out of the boat.
Yep.
So they serve a lot of purpose. And this box will catch the water, but there's a baffle inside here that will separate the wind from the water, and the water will drain out the side. You do have to varnish that though underneath that cover.
That's probably why it has that cover on
That's
there.
why it's covered up, right?
So just a note about these chain plates being on the exterior is it really opens up your side decks from toe stubbers. So,
Oh,
I mean, you could do laps on this. and
yeah,
not worry
moving
about it.
around, it's great.
Yeah.
It does, it will force you to sail a little off the wind going to windward because you've got such a wide base here. You're not going to be able to get the nice tight trim that you would normally get on like some of the boats that you guys have shown that are racing boats or old racing boats. But again, with this boat, you really want to point it up to the wind, ease it off about 5 to 10 degrees, and then crack your sheets, and then just
Let her rip.
just run. Going forward here, we've got more metalwork, and this thing is unbelievable. You could lift the boat up with these two right here, or you could do something. There's some sort of gymnastic thing you could do on these.
It's like a pommel horse.
Yeah, pommel. There you go. And there is a nice roller bearing traveler here for the staysail, which is a huge sail, by the way. It's going to fill up this whole forward triangle right here. And I think you'd be able to just go on a nice breezy day like today and sail that, roll up a little bit of main as much as you want, and be comfortable as anything and not do any work back in the cockpit. But this is
So essentially self-tacking, right?
beautifully done. What's that?
Self-tacking.
It should be self-tacking
Yeah.
for you, exactly.
Really nice.
Come on forward. We're still on this highway of a deck here. I always get a little bummed out about lines that aren't, sort of coiled.
This
and
is a
left.
problem you have, I reckon, right? You,
This is a problem. Anyway,
See the braided ones.
more nice
Yeah.
fair leads up here
Yes.
on both sides, double. And what I'm standing on is a great locker. My locker man here.
I'm the muscle.
Locker man, yeah.
Look at this.
Look at the size of that. If you step down in that, Trist, step on that wooden piece down there.
Making me do stupid human tricks.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah. Look at the size and the depth of that now, just to give you a sense of size and.
I have
So,
unusually short legs for a 6'1" man.
Putting an elephant in a.
a lot of room to put all
So
of your fenders will go right in there.
this is your gas locker.
Oh, there's your gas.
And
line.
right beside him there is your propane tank.
Yep.
Does that have one tank or two tanks?
It looks like it's one.
One tank,
yeah.
And then you go water. Careful how you
And-
spray that. Look
Whew.
at that.
That's
And a
amazing.
windlass, right?
This is new apparently.
Yeah, that's a new windlass again. When the boat was all fit out again, new Maxwell vertical windlass, and with the power up and power down buttons.
Yep.
Just got to remember which one is which.
Well, you figured it out the hard way.
Now,
But-
while we're here, actually, while you're standing right there, you can do some pointing. This is really cool. This is the line for your
Roller furling.
roller furling.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another one up at the bow that comes back, and it disappears into the bow as well.
Wow.
You can see it just forward of that.
I've actually never
nose
seen
piece.
that, how it just peels right into the
So it's
bulwark
led
there.
all the way
that.
aft somewhere.
So you're not tripping on it.
That's nice.
The
Now,
bowsprit.
then
Amazing.
one of the super nice things about that is one less line to step on,
Exactly.
and the little lines can roll you right over and send you over the side. So with those little lines, because you won't even notice it, and you step on it, and it'll be just like you're skating.
No, and it
Oh,
doesn't.
by the way, that reminds me. If I can't, I'm sorry. do you know who invented topsiders and how?
No.
No.
The man one day was looking at his dog walking across some frozen ice, and the dog just walked right across the ice. And he said, "How did the dog do that?" So he picked up the dog's paws, and there are all these little slits across it,
Interesting.
crosswise.
Yeah.
So he went back and he took his sneakers and cut some slices in it. Boom, topsiders.
There's your topsiders.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
Right? You got a pair on, it looks like.
Ken, look at this bowsprit.
Oh, yeah, I do. I want to quickly look at the bowsprit here.
This is
You're going to do your.
King of the World. Yeah, so this looks like a rock nut. Yep, 20. I can't do the conversion in my head, so that's got to be 40 pounds plus anyway.
Yeah. It looks substantial.
Substantial enough for this boat. And the last thing I want to point out up here are these bulwarks.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Look at the height on that. I mean, You like them too. We've got them on our boat. You're not going ass over tea kettle on this boat. If you have to come up and do foredeck work.
You can get a sense of it too, because when you get down here, if you're off lying down on the deck, you can really brace yourself.
Hey, nice socks.
Oh, thanks.
Do I have to lift you up now? Light as a feather.
There you go.
Okay, thank
All
you. Oh, guys, just before we go below, we missed the vang here. Vangs are critical to sail trim these days, and to have a nice level boom when you're just stowing the sail alone will allow the sail to drop into the stack pack perfectly. But more importantly, when you're sailing, to be able to control the power in the leach of the sail. When you're off, say you crack sheets and you've got the wind on your port or starboard quarter, and the main boom is out. Sometimes in the old days, you see this big swirl on the leach of the sail, and you can find old pictures in old yachting magazines, and you think, God, is that really how they really sailed? But with these guys, you just crank it down, and that boom will come down, and the leach will power up, and you get the telltales on the trailing edge of the leach fluttering, and you're set to go. But this is just a 4-part tackle to do it. And again, it's led back to the cockpit. A lot of them are sometimes hydraulic, but this certainly works for cruising boat. There's no urgency for speed to do it. It's like, honey, do the vang, would you?
And then get thrown overboard for saying it like that. All right, so check this out. This is a really attractive setup here. You've got louvered companionway doors here that open up, and this allows some airflow through. And better yet, a second pair of companionway doors that are all screen with some little metal bars here so you don't poke something through it. And you think it ends there, but it doesn't. Slide the main hatch back, which is Lexon, so it's going to allow light down. Look at that, guys.
So you get a lot of ventilation.
A lot of ventilation. Keep the mosquitoes out if there are any mosquitoes around. And then this just slides back as easy as can be. And this is a bifold, tucks away. It's like a Fabergé nesting egg. Is that what they were?
The Russian nesting doll?
Nesting dolls, yeah, whatever.
So who are you going to be today?
I am retired Bo Jackson going down backward today.
All right. The proper way when you're in a sea state.
And you're in a sea state, you got a nice handhold here. Nice wide companionway steps. Another handhold here.
And some angled treads, so when you're heeling.
Yep.
A
Little foot rack. And then if you were coming up in a sea state, if you're carrying a beer or soup, you don't drink underway, so we'll call it soup, you're not going to get tossed around. You can brace yourself against this to come up if you're heeling one way or another. Some boats, the companionways just come straight down, and there's just a galley right here that you're going to tumble into. So this is a pretty nice setup.
And
I
you
like it a
probably
lot.
won't spill the soup you're carrying up, right?
What's that?
You probably won't spill the soup you're carrying up.
No, of course not. No. All right, guys, come on down. This is super, super cool. Look at the headroom, Ken.
Look at that.
Look at this. This is really cool. All right, come on down, Captain. Hey, Ken, check this out.
Of course.
Love it. All right, so the captain, I think, disappeared up here. Oh, look at this. This folds back. Hey, look at you.
Hey,
Hey, look
Chris,
at
what
this
do you
up
think?
here.
I'm just having a little chat in my private cabin here, and I'm checking out the Dolphin Marina restaurant right here in Harpswell. So you are buying for the crew today, is that right?
Fair enough.
Love
Fair
to
enough.
hear it.
Yeah. Maybe they'll throw us a free meal for mentioning them in the video. But this is unusual.
Have you not seen anything like this?
Never.
I haven't either. And if I may repeat myself,
Repeat.
two things I don't really like a lot on sailboats: V-berths and quarter berths. V-berths are really generally uncomfortable, and if there's two people there, you're kicking each other. And if you put the little center thing in the middle, you can't get out of bed. And sometimes people, when they get older, they got to get out of bed a couple times at night. And
Even when you're younger, I got to do it.
and sometimes younger as well. The other thing is the quarter berth on most boats. They're horrible. You got to slide. You need handles overhead so you can sort of slide yourself in. And that's about the time you're about to doze off, and the man on the helm says, "We need help up here." And you got to get yourself out of that thing. Now remember, the boat's not sitting here like this. The boat's sitting here like that. Coming back from Bermuda one time, I had two young crew members steering the boat, and they were having a wild time. I got plastered up against the ceiling of my quarter berth I could not get out. I couldn't literally get out of the berth.
Yeah.
So they're not great. So those are the two things.
So why is this any different?
This boat solves both problems. I can show you this one right away if you like.
I'd like to see it because
Number one, sitting here, it's a nice sitting area, right?
It's like a living room.
Have cocktails, so forth.
Yeah.
And when we close the door, you have a private cabin for your guests. This boat's probably going to have 2 guests, maybe.
Yeah.
2 owners, 2 guests. So they could just lie down on these settees. They could be very comfortable. At sea, if the boat's heeling up to port, you sit on that side or sleep on that side, just as you would on any settee berth and any sailboat. But when you're in port, here's the neat thing that happens. I have to do a little bit of movement here, but you can help me there, Chris. Yeah. Now, we just removed this little cheese head. This is, I can't resist.
If you're a Green Bay fan, that
Green
works.
Bay fan, right.
Yeah.
Gruyere.
Yeah. Oh, can't leave these on a berth.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Thank
burn it. But this is, look what happens here. This piece comes right over there, and voila, as they say somewhere, a giant bed.
A giant double.
And
that is great.
You don't have to sleep with your head at this end, do you?
No.
You can sleep up at the other end, and I will show you quickly how that might work. That's just a little foot protector, which we recommend for anybody looking at anybody else's boats. Remember their boats.
Don't put your shoes on the fabric.
Yep.
And the reason for that, you can put your head there, is because this is set back far enough toward the mast that the motion is going to be nice out there.
That's the best thing. You're holding on to the compression post for the mast.
That's right. She has deck step, by the way.
So we're almost midships, it seems.
Yeah.
And look how much room. So if you have your companion, your wife, whatever, this is the best.
So really spectacular space.
Yep.
Good use of space. I've never seen anything like it, this conversion. It's
No, it's very clever.
Yeah.
And again, notice how I get in and out of this V berth. Just stand over here and pull the old bones straight up, right?
That's pretty slick.
And then let's park it. We just put it right away. Put the cheese back in place.
And then, Captain, while you're doing that, I'm going to show this neat little feature. When I get the cushion out of the way. There we go.
So you just open that right up.
Let me just move that.
Tris, I was just getting dressed.
Sorry. Cover up, for Christ's sake.
Open boat, right?
Open boat.
What do they say in real estate?
Open floor plan.
Open concept.
Open concept. Well,
frankly, I hate that, but it is an open concept.
So this folds down just like that and tucks out of the way, and you can put the back cushion up, but opens up the whole boat.
All opened up now.
And in case, I don't know if you've heard this, this table will also drop down, and you'll have a funny shaped large single, or 2 small kids would be very happy right there.
Right, so
Perfect.
This sort of dining, nav desk.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Tris, where do you want to go? Here's the book. That'll show you.
Jen and Hank Taft, best book ever printed. All right.
And here are our charts. And we're right up in here somewhere. But the neat thing about this chart table is the size of it. Now, waterproof charts like this today would fit on a standard chart table, which might be about that size.
Right.
But if you're going offshore, as my son-in-law and daughter are doing right now in the South Pacific, they are actually learning to use full-size charts. It's been a fight because they always wanted to use just their electronic
The chart
GPSs.
plotter. Yeah, sure.
So look, you can put a full-size NOAA chart on there, and that's really super. We also have a double-sided chart table storage.
Yeah.
And there's one going, take your choice. We always used to criticize these in the old day to see how tidy they were.
Yeah.
And that's sort of okay.
I think we messed out on that.
Yeah. And you can spread these out and put them side by side if you had to.
Exactly. And they also make nice placemats if you're having dinner right
Absolutely. Won't stain the table.
Yeah, I like that.
And a good card playing table as well.
Yep.
This is great.
Everything is right here it's not, most of its heavy instruments are right back at the wheel, weren't they? Did you see the GPS, the radar, and
Wind speed, all that good
wind speed,
stuff.
it's right there.
Yep.
So down here, this is an electrical panel more than anything else, and battery switches, and a tank tender over here. Are you familiar with the tank tenders?
Yeah, those are nice to have.
You can use those for water and for fuel.
And black water.
And black water,
Yeah.
exactly. I think there's a number of buttons down here that you push, And what it does, it pushes a little air down in there and compresses the thing, and it tells you how far down it goes. And this little needle pops around, and
It's perfect.
it's the best.
Well, while we're here, we're right in the galley.
Yeah.
And nice gimbaled 3-burner stove here. LP, as we saw, because we saw the LP locker. And nice big ice chest. Oh, hey, look who was here before we were. Look at this.
The man not only has a great boat, he's got great taste, huh?
He's got great taste for sure. Nice big ice box, refrigeration. Look at that nice thick insulation on that. Hydraulic arm on that, which is nice so it doesn't slam down. And it has a nice soft landing to it. Nice counter space, sink. And then, oh, hey, also good taste.
Dinner.
You know, I had some of that recently. It's pretty darn good.
Ah, good. Good for you.
Annie won't like to hear that.
No, Annie would not. But
Buttered noodles.
nice-
Bad buttered noodles. Buttered noodles.
butter noodles. Nice serviceable galley. Sink is almost center line, so really fantastic. And you can turn around and serve food.
What
right
have you got here?
Looks like a hand pump for.
It is a hand pump.
I don't know if that's
gonna
fresh
pop.
or salt, but
Could be salt.
Yeah.
Is it slightly stained? See any green on it?
there is a little corrosion here.
Okay,
so
that's probably salt water.
Yeah, but
I was just going to say we haven't seen, in even a number of boats we've seen as well, that you see a saltwater pump as a sink, and it's great because there's no reason to rinse your dishes with fresh water.
Right.
Salt water is perfectly good, and actually, it's all you really need if you really dry that plate carefully.
Yep.
Just like your body, if you want to go get really clean, go over the side with a bottle of liquid ivory, lather yourself down up on deck, jump in the water. As soon as you climb back on the boat, towel yourself incredibly fast. You'll be sweet, dry, and not sticky.
yeah, because if you don't, you'll get sticky, and the salt will attract moisture. So
Absolutely.
you're right. This is great for not wasting your holding tank water for dishes. You can use salt water and then rinse off with fresh if you want to get the salt off, or dry them really well, like you said. Yeah. Well, why don't you show us the quarter berth?
If you notice, I'm going to go in here and disappear.
I'm going to actually follow you right like this.
Oh my God! There's no privacy on this boat. This is one of the drawbacks of the boat.
Can I get a martini, please?
Yes, you could. I was going to say, what would you like?
But another great feature to get to open the boat up when you don't want privacy.
It does, and if you just want air in here as well, you'll be able to open. You won't be trapped in a little tiny cubicle room.
Right.
So that's dandy, and of course the side door
Tucks
opens
away.
up, and it will lock in place. Everything locks in place beautifully. Now here's the answer to quarter berths. Looks sort of like a quarter berth, right? But look, what is this down here?
Cutout.
It's a little cutout, and I can sit right here, and I can bend back and take off my shoes.
Like Mr. Rogers.
And there's enough room for a friend over here on the other side, and it's really not that claustrophobic for maybe many people. Some people might find it that way, but this is a king size width. And
Really is.
once you're locked in, you can drop the filler piece in here, and you will have super berth. But the best thing about it again is, and here they go thinking, handles everywhere, because I'm going to swing my feet up there. Is that I'm going to borrow that. Is that canvas or somebody's coat? I hope not.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Now,
That's an
given
athletic move.
my advanced agility.
Watch your head.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. But
Wow.
there you go.
I did this for 3 years, and I never got a pillow.
Well,
Anyway,
today's not your day either.
but imagine the filler piece in here. I've got lots of light here, tons of air, and privacy.
Frankly, I'd probably just leave that filler piece out just for ingress and egress in the middle of the night when nature calls.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. No. It's no reason to put it back in.
Yeah, but it's nice. You got built-in bureaus here. You've got 2 opening ports in this quarter
Yep,
berth
there's
cabin.
one right down here by my feet, so
Yeah.
keep my feet aired out. There's a nice little tray up here for books and, your night water. Yes, I like this. And here's some curtains.
Very nice. I have
Okay.
to say the craftsmanship on this is top shelf for sure.
The woodwork is very nice.
Yeah.
It really is. Very nice, smooth satin finish on all the teak down here and so on. So,
Well, speaking of nature calling, let's show everyone the head. All right, here we go. So we were just on that Pearson 365 catch, also at 36 feet, and that had a standing shower. But look at this one, Ken. This is really nice. Also, an electric flush head, which is really great, and shower. So this doubles as a shower stall. You can pull the curtain back, and you've got a nice light in here too, which is really nice. And then this little cubby, I don't know if you can see in there, Ken, but that is your hot water heater. And straight down is your black water tank. And this has 2 macerators going into the black water tank and then going out of the black water tank. So when you're discharging offshore, it is really in good shape to be done so, to be let go into the sea. So look at all this storage back here too. I mean, it's cavernous. Cavernous. Really great. So nice head here. There's a bench that folds down. I can show you. So if you want to sit on this while you're showering or protect the toilet, whatever.
That's really nice.
Yeah, very nice setup. More storage. Wow. There's not an inch of this boat that is wasted for anything.
Yep.
Nice little sink here. And this, I think, has its own sump for the shower. I just don't know where the switch is, but really nice. That's great. All right, let's find the engine. All right, so I see a strap down here. I believe this lifts up. It says, look at this. Even I can lift this up. And then this clips here. Hey,
I found the engine too.
You found the engine
Look
too.
at that. This whole
Look at
piece
that.
can lift right out.
Wow.
There you are.
Now,
How'd you get in there?
at first it doesn't look very accessible, but once you check out a couple of things, it's great, isn't it?
That's pretty nice.
Fuel filters right here, primary fuel filter. The exhaust line is going out underneath this other hull. Here's a fuel shutoff valve handy if you've got a problem with a leak or something. The other thing to mention too is that Gozzard set this engine down. You notice it's very flat, right? It's not tilted. Mm-hmm. So the prop coming out of this, the shaft coming out of this engine will be coming out very straight. And the reason he likes that is that, let's say you get this thing stuck in sand or mud, the rudder is going to be out of the mud. The keel will be in it, but the rudder is elevated. We can't see that, of course, today, but trust us, the rudder is up higher. So this thing is trapped in the mud. Because of where the propeller is, they feel they can actually go forward or reverse it and help actually, he used the phrase, lift the boat out of the water because you're just driving water underneath there with this propeller. If you had a downshaft like many racing boats have,
Yep.
especially with V drives and so on, when they're trying to move the motor just where they want it, you won't have that little added treat. But this will help pull you free in some cases.
And that prop's in an aperture, which is nice. So it's nice and protected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Ken, your favorite word, it's a long keel with a brewer bite in there.
Bite.
Yeah. So it's we'll put it up on the screen, obviously, and that as Captain Q was just saying, the rudder is on the skeg there, so it's nice and protected. Yeah.
And this is 64 horse, I think we were told. Westerbeek, 64 horsepower.
Yes.
Yes. And,
That's a lot of ponies for this
is.
boat.
and she was repowered in 2005.
Yeah.
So
That'll get you there.
we're not sure of the engine hours, but can't be all that many, I would reckon.
No. And these have been known to run 8,000 to 10,000 hours,
Yeah.
and we know we're not anywhere close to that.
Not
right?
even close. No.
So
Well,
everything's accessible.
Yep. Pretty nice.
That's all you get.
All right. I say we
leaving.
wrap it up.
We'll wrap it.
Well, gentlemen, that was a lot of fun. Ken, what did you think? Let's start with you.
Well, it's great to have you aboard, and that was so much fun.
Thank
and
you.
knowledge and experience is just wonderful. I think it was a great boat. I love the flexibility of it. I mean, what a beautiful boat. I've never seen anything lay out like this. The way you talk about the birds, it's incredible. It really is easy on, easy off.
I didn't find anything I did not like about this boat. I thought it seems so well put together. Seems extraordinarily solid. And speaking of that, she's a relatively stiff boat, around 38. Her comfort ratio is over 30. And she's a heavy displacement boat at 315. So this is gonna be a comfortable boat to sail.
I agree with you completely. It's part of the design parameters from Gozzard originally was comfort and safety. And we've seen that all the way around with handrails, seats, the way things are set up for safety.
Yep.
And are we comfortable?
This is such a neat
Could be much
perspective of
more.
your boat, right? I mean, you're looking.
It is remarkable, and I personally, I infuse you. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I've had a boat of my own that for years was my PB. I called it.
Yeah.
It was a perfect boat, and for me, it was absolutely perfect. Everything I look at is judged by the PB. Different size boat, different thing, a whole lot of things differently. But this is a boat where a lot of the little ideas and things that they've done are things that I often thought of with my own boat. How could I improve the PB? Can you improve a PB? I don't know. But anyway, so I'm delighted to see this, and I'm so glad you invited me aboard to have an opportunity to finally see a Gozzard 36.
Yeah. But like we said, the greatest boat you've never really heard of. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it is for sale, by the way, and the asking price is $160,000. We will put the seller's contact information in the description below, and all the details. There's a whole laundry list of things that have been done to this boat, and it's remarkable. So I give it 2 thumbs up. I mean, I've never seen its equal really in our travels yet. I mean, that Alden Custom was a beautiful boat, but this is a different.
The comfort, the safety, but just all the other little features.
Yeah.
So
you could disappear on this boat.
Would you give it more thumbs up if you had more thumbs?
I would. My big toes look like thumbs, so I would.
Could you borrow Ken's thumbs?
4 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up.
Oh.
4 thumbs up.
How about your rating system?
Yeah.
Oh, well, historically, we used to have in the old day, which was about 2 years ago, a rating system that was perfection.
Indisputable.
Indisputable, unrecognizable, and a few other things. And we had a rating schedule of 1 to 10. And that worked out for a while. But then as we found out, we got to more interesting boats, and we couldn't believe, we can't just give some of these boats a 10. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I can't give this boat a 10. We're over.
Going to notch it up to 11.
I'm going up to a 16 with this.
My.
Holy cow.
That's for the boat.
Wow.
Now, for the 2 problems I have with it, I'm going to give them 2 points each problem. Math, where are we?
We're back down to
12.
No, he went the other way. We're fixing it. Fixing my problem.
Nobody can figure your math out.
20. We're at the meter says 20, and I'd give all those points every day and that comes along. I mean, it's great. Anyway, thank you guys. Thanks for sharing it with me.
Thank you, Captain.
This has been a really fun afternoon.
It has been a fun afternoon, and let's go find a cocktail somewhere, because that was a lot of fun. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see the captain again. And we appreciate all your support. And if you have any questions, check for the owner's contact information below and reach out directly to him. And we'll see you next time.
Sailing the seas in boats so grand, it seems, but we're just humble sailors. Salt upon our cheeks, gold classic every day of the